On January 24, 2022, a Walmart employee in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, suspected a lady of stealing approximately $300 in Legos. This vigilant employee alerted local authorities, who responded quickly. After seeing the suspect's car, an officer stopped it. The driver was 20-year-old Mariah Davis. Professionally, Officer Johnson sought her driver's license and insurance.
Hey, I'm Officer Johnson. Hey, you got your license and insurance on you? So the reason we stopped you is today because Walmart called and did you suspect of possibly ringing up some items?
Did I ring up items?
Huh?
So did I ring up items?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
So yeah, I bought these.
You buy items?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So you remember Native American tribe? Okay, just hang tight for me, alright?
Mariah was calmly informed by Officer Johnson that Walmart had reported a possible shoplifting incident. He briefly mentioned a Native American tribe, but its significance was unclear. She denied that there were other people in the vehicle as the officer collected information. Officer Johnson then asked Mariah about her Walmart shopping and if she bought anything. Mariah revealed her past arrests as the conversation briefly touched on them. Officer Johnson meticulously documented this information during his inquiry. The conversation ended with Officer Johnson asking Mariah about her Walmart purchases to establish a timeline. An evening started with a Walmart excursion turned worrisome. An individual faced a confusing decision after leaving the store with goods. Unsure of their destination, they stopped to think.
I'm hanging out with someone real quick.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Is there anyone else in the car?
No.
Okay. So, what were you doing at Walmart?
So,
Yeah.
buying stuff.
Okay. Because we're gonna call it you stole Legos earlier. Did he get your ID?
Yeah, he got it.
Okay. You ever been arrested before?
Yeah.
For what?
Receiving stolen property because I was driving someone else's car.
Okay. What all did you buy?
Dog food and milk.
Okay. Were you at Walmart earlier?
Yeah, I came to Walmart, but came and left.
This one?
Yeah, I went to that one and 71st.
What are you looking for?
A police officer approached their vehicle while they considered their options. The police, likely disturbed by what they saw, asked about the journey's purpose and wanted a receipt for the freshly purchased products. The situation escalated quickly when the officer saw strange items in the car's rear seat. Lego sets and a homemade bomb were among them. This discovery was alarming. The officer cautiously told the driver to get out and stand behind the car. The suspect was told they will be detained for further investigation. Questions regarding the car's contents revealed Xanax bars in a purse.
I just like looking at different Walmarts. They usually have different stuff.
Did you buy anything earlier?
No.
Where were you headed to after you just left Walmart?
To get food?
To get food?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Where at? Were you gonna go get on the turnpike? Or did you just stop here?
No, I just stopped here. I didn't know where to stop.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't turn around.
As anxiety rose, the officer returned to the strange item in the rear seat. It had enormous fireworks, screws, metal parts, and a menacing covering, suggesting a bomb. The officer requested assistance and told a supervisor about the dangerous scenario for public safety. The police and backup troops analyzed the device's size and threat, keeping the situation tenuous. All involved feared a devastating explosion.
That is
Alright, go ahead and hop out real quick. Come back here and stand by the back side of the car.
I'm gonna gonna be detained right now, okay?
Do you have anything illegal in the car?
There's a bat. There's bars in my purse.
Some Xanax bars. You're not prescribed?
No.
Okay. Do you have any guns in the car? Any other drugs?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm gonna put you back in the car.
A typical trip to Walmart had become a potentially dangerous encounter, requiring law enforcers to safeguard everyone's safety. An unnerving event occurred in a dimly lit parking lot. A new car caught the attention of the crowd. A concerned person found anything suspicious in the automobile and reported it. An explosive device was revealed, which was shocking. The source vividly described it as TNT-like, with heavy metal components like screws and nuts joined together.
Bro. Yeah, go ahead and secure her. Explain to me what that device is in the back of your car that looks like a bomb.
I didn't. My boyfriend made that.
Okay, sit tight. There's a fucking bomb in the back of that car. Like, a bunch of fireworks strapped together with, like, metal and shit and wrapped around. Hey, can you start a supervisor out here? It looks like there's some sort of explosive device in the back of the car that someone has built. It's got, like, 4 big-ass fireworks, and there's, like, big old screws and shit all within that, and then it's got like a bunch of stuff wrapped around it. I mean, I don't think it's gonna go off. How big is it? Sketchy. It's like this big. It's definitely made to cause some damage when it goes off.
Yeah.
God, yeah. If she would have somehow like leaned back there and lit that thing, it would have been really bad.
Yeah. That's all it says. You want me to block this?
The owner's partner made this deadly mixture. As the car's inside was dark, the observers suggested rolling down the windows to see what was in the back seat, and this shocked and confused the crowd. The vehicle's contents were disconcerting, prompting safety concerns. It was decided to identify the boyfriend who made the ominous invention. Questions arose about whether he had other dangerous gadgets at home. As the group considered the possibility that they had found something harmful, tension and uncertainty rose. Later, a legal caution stressed the individual's rights and right to keep silent. This changed the shock to a more professional and serious tone, suggesting an investigation.
Yeah,
Until
we'll keep
somebody
them.
else gets here.
Yeah,
Did you say an explosive device?
Yeah.
yeah. It's like a bunch of. It looks like TNT, and then it's got big old metal like screws and like nuts and bolts, and then it's got a bunch of stuff wrapped around it.
What'd she say it was?
She said her
Says-
boyfriend built it,
Oh,
and then there's a bunch of fireworks next to it.
all right. I'll keep this lane
All
blocked.
right.
She even nervous or anything? You were sitting there talking to her? Because I didn't.
Kinda. She was quiet, but I couldn't see in the back window because the tent's so dark.
Yeah.
And I said roll it down, and then I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Back seat.
Did we ask her what the fuck that is?
She just all she said is that her boyfriend made it.
Oh, yeah.
So we probably want to figure out who boyfriend is, and if there's any more at his house, maybe. All right, I'm gonna read something to you real quick, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have them present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish one. If you decide to make a statement, you may stop at any time. Do you understand each of these rights?
In the middle of it all, Zane emerges the lover behind the car's mysterious contents. Everyone was on edge and eager to find out what happened to this unnerving discovery. The situation unfolds with tension and concern. Mariah calls the police to report a Walmart theft, and her boyfriend, Zane Bennett, arrives on foot and appears embroiled in the drama. Mariah seems to be absolving herself by asking Zane to take the vehicle they used to get to Walmart. When law enforcement arrives, the situation escalates swiftly. Mariah was accused of shoplifting and Zane's 20. Zane's questioned and asked for identification by police. He says his girlfriend had his ID, but he has a photo. Another person, Patrick, claims to have just come from a car wash. The cops question Patrick about his friend's whereabouts.
Did I explain to you? Okay, are you willing to talk to us? Okay. So, what's the deal in the back of your car? You said your boyfriend built it?
I honestly have I don't know nothing about fireworks except for fireworks. I mean.
Okay. What's your boyfriend's name?
Zane.
Zane?
Yeah.
What's his last name?
Bennett. Bennett.
Okay. When did he make that? Or...
Like, a couple days ago.
Okay. Do you know why he made it or anything?
He just made it because he wanted to.
The conversation becomes more serious when the officers mention a dark Dodge vehicle and worry about contacting its owner. Zane admits to making a fireworks-based bomb in a hotel room and leaving it in his girlfriend's car. The tension rises when the cops explain why they closed the area. Zane's explosive device may be deadly. They call it fireworks linked together like an explosive device. Zane claims it's innocuous and was designed to blow up watermelons. This situation is confusing, suspicious, and dangerous. The police are taking precautions owing to the perceived threat of the improvised device, though Zane denies malice. The officer's assessment of the situation and risks leaves this encounter questionable.
Where'd you come from?
I just came back in car wash. My friend had brought me up here.
Where'd your friend go?
He's still parked at the car wash.
Which vehicle?
Hey, so you're not on an arrest bit, but I'm going to detain you real quick because we got some things we got to talk about. Okay?
Which vehicle?
The truck over there, like.
The dark Dodge with no front bumper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Gerber, this is Zane right here. What? Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you want to mess with it, but the truck that just dropped him off is that dark Dodge. I don't know if we want to have somebody go make contact with them. It's his friend.
In an unusual and potentially deadly turn of events, Mariah offered Zane, a new acquaintance, a ride to recover his car from the Canterbury kennel. Zane nonchalantly told Mariah that he had created a homemade explosive device from pyrotechnics and other unusual things while they traveled. Zane said he wanted to test the explosion near watermelons. He said he had no evil intent or plans to use it as a weapon, with surprising disregard. He left it in the car because he had scrapped the experiment.
Because it's kind of our protocol is it looks like an explosive device. You know, so is it like active? Is it like volatile to where if it falls, breaks, is it going to go off?
It's literally just fireworks. Like if you take it apart, it's a whole bunch of little fireworks. Like
That are tied like in tape?
I mean, okay, so it's like a.
Mariah doubted Zane's innocence after their discussion. When the authorities asked her about her connection to Zane, she said she had just met him through the Canterbury kennel. The police investigation worsened the issue.
Next step today, he was going to take it out and blow up some watermelons with it. He said it's a couple of fireworks tied together. You have to light it like a normal firework. And he said, I just wanted to see what the stuff I taped to it on the outside would do if I lit it by a watermelon.
All the screws and everything.
Yeah, I said, were you trying to use it as a weapon? Were you going to, go do anything today? He goes, no, I was just going to blow up some watermelons. And I said, okay. And he goes, that's why I left it in the car, because we were going to go and then we didn't go. So I was like, all right, cool. So he doesn't even seem really nervous at all about it.
How's it going, bud? Good, how are you? Can you stop the truck for me?
Yep. Hey, man, how do you know that guy, Zane? Oh, I just met him. He asked me for a ride, said he needed to come get his car.
From where?
From up at the Canterbury.
Okay, you never met him before?
Yeah, I met him.
You just know I'm through the Canterbury?
Sir?
You know I'm through the Canterbury?
Yes, sir.
You stay up there?
No, I don't stay there.
Okay, you were just over there and he needed a ride?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you have ID on you? Alright, just sit tight for a second. We'll get you out of here in a second, but we're trying to figure out what's going on with his car.
What happened?
There's some weird stuff in there, so we gotta figure that out. And if you're good to go, you can get out of here. But since you dropped him off and he's directly related to all this, we just want to figure out who you are and if there's anything going on.
Oh, okay.
Affirm.
An x-ray of the explosive device revealed pyrotechnics, fish hooks, metal shavings, screws, and rivets, which may cause havoc. Risky experimenting by Zane could have deadly results. The Tulsa Police Department's bomb team skillfully dismantled the device, preventing a calamity.
Hey man, how's it going?
All right, how about you?
Good.
Give your name and badge number, please.
Yeah, it's Officer Gris. My badge is 1641. Is
Officer
there a
Gris.
reason why you're recording of us?
Yeah, I'm gathering content for a story,
No, sorry.
personal story.
What about?
That doesn't matter.
Okay. Is there something we can help you with or help answer any questions for you?
Nothing at all. Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Are you able to give me your information just so I know who I'm talking to?
Negative. You can call me good citizen.
What is it?
Good citizen is what you can call me.
Okay. Is there any reason I gotta know why you're...
Am I being detained?
The lady cops come into the frame and ask the individual about why he is recording, to which the individual assertively asks for the name and badge number of a lady cop, suggesting a desire for accountability or documentation of the interaction. The lady exits the scene.
I know I'm not on state grounds
You
though.
are. If you go on the other side of the south side, you're more welcome to do that.
This is actually a public thoroughfare,
So I'd
right?
like you
If
to
I
go on
was
the other side
if
of
I
the
was
stop
coming to
sign.
visit somebody, I could just drive in here, right?
Correct, but on the other side of the stop sign, you're more welcome to do that. On this side of the stop sign is state ground. Seeing how the fence is there, I'd like you to go back on the other side of the fence.
Oh, I'm on this side of the fence.
That side of the fence, please.
I'm not sure that I have to, boss.
I'm asking you. I'm asking nicely.
I know, I
don't
understand.
wanna-
I understand. I understand that. I understand you're
asking.
asking me nicely, but I'm not sure that I have to do that. I'm here to get some footage. I'm a journalist doing gathering footage.
Can I see your ID? Credentials?
I'm not going to give you my ID,
Why not?
and I
sir?
don't have to give you credentials. So I'm a journalist gathering content for a story, and I'm allowed to do this right here. I
You are
looked
welcome
up.
to do
I
that on the
looked
other
up
side of
your
the stop
guys'
sign.
property line.
On
Actually,
the other
it's
side of the
very
stop sign.
public.
Do you
Your
understand what I'm
guys'
telling you?
This is actually a public thoroughfare.
It's
So
not.
if
This
I
is state ground, sir.
no, this is I understand it's state grounds, but it's public.
Then another officer comes in. The individual and the cop they interact with disagree on the permissibility of recording in this context. To support his stance, the individual references a Department of Homeland Security memo issued in 2010, which is believed to outline guidelines concerning filming in publicly accessible areas. Amidst the discussion, the individual firmly asserts their identity as a journalist and their purpose of gathering content for a story. This claim is used as a basis for refusing to provide identification when requested.
Now, is that a law or a policy?
That's our policy. There's no filming on state ground.
You said
You're
it's a
gonna need to go on
policy?
the other side of the ground.
Is it a policy? You said it's a policy, right?
Correct. It's our state policy. State policy. You cannot film on grounds. I need you to go back over there.
Okay, policies don't trump rights.
All right.
So
I need you to go on the other side over there. Or I will go call the police.
okay, I mean I understand you
Is
can
that-
call the
that-
police,
is that-
but they're
is that
gonna
the
the
direction we
police
wanna
are
go?
gonna no, not really, but they're
But
gonna
that's-
educate you.
I'm just trying to get you to go over there and not have an issue.
I got you, but the police are just gonna educate you, and all they're
Okay,
gonna
that's
do is
fine.
say, hey,
If
this
they
is
like to come and do
public,
that,
this
they're
is
more welcome to do
publicly.
that.
2 hours later.
And they're saying that you're free to go. So as far as I'm concerned, you're free to go.
Trying to get on ground.
Okay, and I'm free to
Can I ask
stay
you a
as well,
question?
right?
Can I shoot?
Officers free to stay on this public utility, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you guys. Hey, what was your name again? Figueroa? Is that it? Thank you for being professional. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Very, very courteous. And I will go ahead and get out of here now.
This.
The discussion surrounding the classification of the location as either public or private property. The man engages in a back and forth with the individuals present, questioning the designation of the area. In response to potential interference, the speaker mentions the possibility of calling the police and expresses confidence in their ability to remain on the public utility. As the conversation progresses, tension escalates and the individual becomes increasingly confrontational. They challenge the officer's perception of ownership over the property, questioning their authority and implying a sense of entitlement. The speaker also makes remarks about the significance of obeying orders, perhaps suggesting a critical view of the officer's actions or perceived abuse of power.
I'm just curious. I'm not being a dick. I'm just asking questions. Mr. Helmer, Jay, Jonathan. I don't want to call you.
You obviously got my name, but you won't give me your name, right?
Of course I won't. I don't have to. I'm a private citizen. You're a public servant. It's a big difference. Right? Don't you agree?
Why wouldn't you give me your name? If you,
Just
no
because
issue, right?
I don't have to.
If you
Sir,
don't-
if you could educate the officers as far as dealing with the public and standing on public property. So,
Who do you work for, bro?
what was that?
Who do you work for?
I work for me. I work for myself. Yeah, I'm independent. Yep,
Okay.
I am independent.
Okay. You got
Yep.
the footage you needed?
Yeah, I'm done now.
Okay.
I'm
Is there
done
anything
now.
you need from him?
Nope, he has the information to contact our public information officer. So I am requesting that you leave our grounds now.
Okay, this is public. We got that straight, right? I'm in public.
You can more welcome.
Now
to
I
cross
might
the street.
stay here for another hour. I mean, you know, you can take a picture of me. That's
Give it a
fine.
try.
That's okay. That's your right, officer, to do that.
What's your name, sir?
Yeah. I'm not gonna give you my name.
Is there a reason you don't want
I
to do
just don't give my name out.
that? Are you wanted by the law?
No. Are you wanted by the law?
I'm wanted to do my
You
job.
got anything on you you're not supposed to have?
No, everything is perfectly legal. Except
The speaker engages in a back and forth with the individuals present, questioning the designation of the area. In response to potential interference, the speaker mentions the possibility of calling the police and expresses confidence in their ability to remain on the public utility. As the conversation progresses, tension escalates, and the speaker becomes increasingly confrontational. They challenge the officer's perception of ownership over the property, questioning their authority and implying a sense of entitlement. The individual mentions being independent and concludes the interaction by stating they're done filming. The individual comments on the desecration of the U.S. flag on an officer's uniform and criticizes their attitude about it. Now let's move to another video.
Okay. Do you have any ID on you, man?
Nope, I don't need to provide that.
32 code from gallon 1.
Like, you're not running stop like you gotta stop across the street. You gotta stop the line.
I didn't hear.
What's up, man?
You
Did I
didn't-
commit a crime?
Huh?
Did I commit a crime?
It's an infraction.
Is it a crime?
It's an infraction.
Is it a crime?
Meaning that I'm able to stop you.
Is it a crime?
You ran the stop sign.
Did I commit a crime? Did I commit a crime?
Like, you're really crooked. Sir, you really are. Because you gotta stop at the stop sign to see where I was.
You know I don't have to ID, right?
This one captures an encounter between a cyclist and police officers. The cyclist questions the officers about stopping him from running a stop sign.
You ain't got nothing better to do or what?
What's that?
You don't got nothing better to do or what?
As far as what?
Like, going out and doing your job.
This is part of my job.
This is serving the public?
Yes.
What are you doing right now?
Making sure you don't drive, run the stop sign, and the vehicle hits you. Or causing that driver to swerve, and then...
Oh, so you can't just come and tell me? You have to get my identification for that?
Yes, we do the same with everybody.
You do? What's the reason for identification?
So I know who you are.
For what? Why do you want to know who I am?
Explain it to you because you ran the stop sign on your
Because I ran the stop sign?
Yes.
Weren't you at a, didn't you have somebody pulled over right now?
I didn't, no.
You didn't? Is that right?
Our gang officer.
There was two of you, and that wasn't you right now?
There's more than one of us.
That wasn't you right now? Are you sure? Okay.
Our gang officers.
You ain't got nothing better to do or what?
What's that?
You don't got nothing better to do or what?
As far as what?
Like, going out and doing your job.
This is part of my job.
This is serving the public?
Yes.
What are you doing right now?
Making sure you don't drive, run the stop sign, and the vehicle hits you. Or causing that driver to swerve, and then...
Oh, so you can't just come and tell me? You have to get my identification for that?
Yes, we do the same with everybody.
You do? What's the reason for identification?
So I know who you are.
For what? Why do you want to know who I am?
Explain it to you because you ran the stop sign on your
Because I ran the stop sign?
Yes.
Weren't you at a, didn't you have somebody pulled over right now?
I didn't, no.
You didn't? Is that right?
It's our gang officer.
There was two of you, and that wasn't you right now?
There's more than one of us.
That wasn't you right now? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Our gang officers.
The cyclist confidently asserts his right to refuse to provide identification unless he has committed a crime. He challenges the officer's authority by questioning the legitimacy of the stop, emphasizing that running a stop sign on a bicycle does not constitute a crime. The cyclist's argument is centered around his understanding of his rights and the boundaries of police authority. By asserting his knowledge of the law, he attempts to establish a position of power and challenge the officer's actions. The person accuses the officers of having nothing better to do and questions their role in serving and protecting. The person requests a supervisor and expresses his intention to file a complaint against the officer. The speaker said that on the cop's face, he will file a complaint against him as he is acting very unprofessional. The person's continuously asking about the crime he has committed and why he's being detained. The cop has no clue about it, but is following what his supervisor told him to do. The person being detained expresses doubts about the officer's lack of proper documentation or penal codes to justify their actions. The officers mention a possible reason for the stop, stating that the cyclist matches the description of a stolen bike. However, the bicyclist disputes the claim, vehemently asserting that his bicycle is not stolen and challenging the accuracy of the information provided by the officers.
Yeah. But I didn't have to ID.
Traffic
Yeah.
violation? Yeah.
I knew. I know.
He really didn't. That's what I'm like. That's what I understand.
Oh, I'm not gonna argue about it.
You're dismissed.
Thank you.
One of his reasons was because
he's able to walk.
You guys are both dismissed already.
Stop that. Stop being
No.
Stop being a jerk.
Man, do you have any other questions as far as...
Stop being a jerk.
Mm-mm.
Don't talk smack after you get still.
No. This guy needs to know.
Because he's gonna come back with his
No, he can't come back. Just like I told you, he wasn't gonna ID me.
Like, it's true.
Did he ID me?
Like, that wasn't his initial reason in the first place.
Exactly.
Like, stop this bullshit. You didn't have a fucking reason. You had no reason.
We're about to see the walk of shame.
Stop that.
That's not safe.
There it is, guys, the walk of shame.
The cyclist adamantly argues that there have been other bikes in the area and expresses disbelief at the officer's claims. He repeatedly questions whether he is free to leave, seeking confirmation from the officers. Finally, they respond affirmatively, stating that he is indeed free to go. He zoomed the camera on the cop when he was walking away with embarrassment on his face and told the cop that he'll get famous on YouTube because of what he did in the park. Now we'll move to our next video.
Hey, how you doing? I'm alright, how are you? It's not allowed here to take photos or videos, okay? You need the permission from the administration about that.
So it's not allowed to take photos or videos here?
Inside, no.
Wait, who do I need permission from?
Administration.
From administration? Yeah, I don't think that's the case.
Long Island Audit, an individual, was recording at a public library when approached by security personnel who requested them to cease filming. The person's identity, referred to as Long Island Audit, suggests their involvement in documenting public interactions and encounters. The incident occurred within the premises of the library, where the security personnel took notice of the individual's filming activity and expressed their objection.
Have you not heard that before?
I've heard it plenty of times. It's just I'm surprised because, well, my name and my badge number is right here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you see it?
Tibbets?
Yep,
I
640.
The pen is blocking the number. 640?
Yep.
And Dennis 647. So what I'm doing here is a First Amendment protected activity. I'm recording. I know you don't care, sir, but listen, if you violate that in any way and interfere with that,
I'm not violating it. They asked you to leave.
Yeah, but that they can't ask me to leave. This is a public library. Can I speak to a supervisor, please?
Despite being asked to halt their filming by security at the public library, the individual declined to comply. They invoked their First Amendment rights, specifically their freedom of the press, as the basis for continuing to record. By referencing this constitutional protection, the person asserted their belief that their actions were legally justified and protected. The First Amendment, which safeguards freedom of speech and the press, grants individuals the right to gather and disseminate information, expressing their dissenting stance and asserting their right to document public events and encounters. When police officers arrived at the scene where Long Island Audit was filming, the individual sought to engage with a supervisor. By making this request, they aimed to escalate the situation and potentially address their concerns with someone of higher authority within the police department.
You guys should call one, correct? So, I'm going to request a supervisor again. I would appreciate if you guys can get a supervisor down here.
You don't rule the roost here right now.
Yeah, no, I'm just requesting a supervisor just for
In a minute.
because you guys are a little bit hostile. I can see the tyrant in you, Utter.
Oh, yeah.
You're a real tyrant.
Yeah.
I can see it in your eyes.
In law enforcement experience.
Seeking the involvement of a supervisor suggests that the person felt dissatisfied with the initial interaction and hoped for a different approach or better understanding of their rights. After the arrival of a supervisor, the situation escalated further as the person was faced with the threat of arrest. Feeling compelled to comply with this ultimatum, they reluctantly provided their identification. The threat of arrest likely created a sense of urgency and fear of legal consequences, prompting the person to reluctantly reveal their identity.
I don't, obviously, I don't know. I took an oath to anything. Jeez.
Dude, why you gotta be such a tyrant?
You gotta be such a tyrant. See what I'm doing there?
Acting like a child?
Yeah, so are you.
Acting like a child.
Did you get permission when you post that video of these people?
Don't need it. They're in
You don't
public.
need it?
Yeah, they're in public. Don't need it. See, you're learning something here today, man. Come on.
This is not going to end well with you, you know that.
Okay, we'll see. We
No,
will see.
I'm telling you.
We will see. I'm not scared of you.
I know you're not supposed to be scared. I don't care. I'm
Okay,
just
great.
saying.
Great.
Long Island Audit took decisive action following the incident by filing formal complaints against the officers involved in the encounter. Unsatisfied with the treatment they received, they expressed their intent to pursue legal action by filing a notice of intent to sue. The response demonstrates the individual's determination to hold the officers accountable for their actions and seek justice for any perceived violations of their rights.